brothers, the Emperor protects!
Why, hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Asmogan, and today I'll be covering some Khorne news that is happened as of late. This happened all yesterday, so I'm not too late to it this time. Thank you. So yeah, we got Horus Heresy news as well as 40k news, and there's actually they've been updating quite a bit with the Khorne line in the last couple days. And to be fair, that I think we all saw this coming when we got the Angron update, when they released Angron's model. I think everybody pretty much knew, okay, now we're going to get a huge overhaul for any like Khorne units. We're probably going to get some new additions to the line, maybe. We all kind of saw this coming. I mean, it would have been strange if they dropped Angron as a Demon Prince and then said, alright, that's good enough, goodbye! Like, yeah, that would have been strange, right? So yeah, unsurprisingly, and as anyone could have predicted off of that, we're getting some updates, and in this case, a replacement/retiring situation, which I could be looking into the wording too much there, probably am, but I don't know, I have some thoughts on that. But let's cover the 40k news first and foremost. Khorne Day. After decades of service, the Khorne Berzerkers earned built-up blessings. Just so I'm not misquoting anything, we'll just go right through the article and then I'll discuss my thoughts. It's been a truly bracing Khorne Day. We've seen a realm-murdering gore chosen, rules for hordes of blood-slicked demons, and downright hungry-looking 12th Legion shoulders. Mountains of skulls tower towards the sky, blood sloshing down from their lofty peaks. And out of the rising carnage steps forth a solitary figure clad in crimson and brass. Yes, and this is what the Khorne Berzerkers, which by the way are going to be the units that are retiring, they're being replaced by. Now, again, I could be looking into the wording there a little too much, but I think they're renaming them, but we'll keep reading. The mighty chains that once held Angron back were no match for his unfettered rage. In his wake follow the Khorne Berzerkers, brutal foot soldiers grasping roaring chain blades caked with viscera. The current Khorne Berzerkers are one of the longest-serving plastic kits of the 41st millennium, a genuine classic that has spent 2 decades out on the battlefield, earning them a nice retirement in Khorne's domain on the soothing banks of the rivers of blood. Yes. And that's like the backdrop there. Yeah, that's what the Khorne Berzerkers currently look like. And yeah, you can really see the model has aged. I don't think it's aged terribly, but it's you definitely feel that older vibe. It's yeah, you can feel it. The Khorne Berzerker is dead. Long live the Khorne Berzerker in all new and very scully plastic kit. These fierce line breakers will now look even better as they crash headlong into the enemy's front line in a maelstrom of violence. So yeah, Codex World Eaters is on its way, albeit a little while off yet, and the Lord of Skulls has plenty more in store for these ensanguined warriors. Sign up for the Warhammer Community newsletter to get all the latest news, yeah, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, they're retiring the old molds and replacing them with the new ones. I don't know why they're choosing the wording like retiring. They're updating the line. They're replacing them. But you know, if you look into the wording, maybe the name of the new ones will be different. I don't think so. I mean, they said right at the end there, the Khorne Berzerker is dead. Long live the Khorne Berzerker in its all new plastic can. So it's still going to be a Khorne Berzerker. I don't know. It's always weird when they choose wording like that. Like, oh, we're retiring these old ones. Or we're retiring the Berzerkers. It's like, well, no, you're just updating their design. I don't know. I'll admit this first and foremost. I'm very pedantic about wording in articles like this. I just say you're replacing them. Just say you're updating them, because that's what it is. This is still a Khorne Berzerker, right? Like it's not a brand new thing, and the Khorne Berzerkers are gone and have been replaced by this greater thing. Aesthetically, they have, but it's just an updated design. Like, I don't know. Again, I'm a bit pedantic about these things. But yeah, this is good news for Khorne players. I mean, you guys are getting updated models, which, yeah, 20 years you've been waiting in the annals of the community to get a bone thrown your way, and it's looking like you're getting it thrown your way. We're finally getting updates to Chaos Space Marine lines, specifically Khorne Berzerkers and others. So that's big news. That is big news. Chaos has been waiting a long time for this much love, and it's good to see GW taking time to actually update these lines after so long. I do think it's a bit ridiculous to wait 20 years to update, but better late than never. So, yeah, focus on the positive. Good on you, GW, for finally updating these lines, and I'm sure all our favorite Chaos lads are extremely excited for the new Codex World Eaters, as well as the other Chaos Codexes. Now, that is it for 40k news. Very good news there. We also have Khorne news in terms of the Horus Heresy. Khorne Day, kill, maim, burn, and accessorize with World Eaters upgrades for the Horus Heresy. Yes, it might be Khorne Day, blood skulls, brass, etc., but there was a time when the World Eaters weren't quite so red or angry. Yeah, they were white and blue, of all things. Before they were swayed to the merits of cranial augmentation and an all-crimson palette. The 12th Legion had a rather fetching livery of blue, white, and gold. Indeed. Of course, they were still called the World Eaters, and their logo was nevertheless a fanged maw consuming a planet. But during the Great Crusade, in the earlier years of the Horus Heresy, the 12th saw red more as a daring accent rather than a be-all and end-all of a battleware. They did, however, sport some truly iconic helmet crests, and you can now outfit your fledgling band of murderous maniacs with the appropriate headgear. Yeah, this set of 11 resin heads from Forge World contains 5 unique designs which will fit the new plastic Mark 6 tactical squads. There are 3 sets of 3 crested helms for the rank and file, plus one slightly more ostentatious one for the squad leader, and a leering bear head replete with butcher's nails. These helmets will pair delightfully with a set of 10 resin shoulder pads, which are also forthcoming for the World Eaters from Forge World. There are 5 designs in total. You get 2 of each, all embossed with slightly more subtle Legion iconography, and you'll see on the battlefields of the 41st Millennium. Now, I will say this, since they're resin anyway, I highly recommend people look up, if you have a 3D printer, even if you don't, invest in one, trust me. Especially for this hobby. Yeah, it's a hobby in itself to kind of learn how to use a 3D printer, but it's so worth it. Like, I could print off like 80 of these heads for like less than $1. Less than $1 worth of resin. So I highly recommend everybody just invest in a 3D printer for something like this. Like, because there's no doubt that this little cell is going to sell for like $20 or something like that. They're going to sell for a ridiculous dollar amount just for a little like hang-up thing in the store, little resin heads. I'm sorry, I don't see them selling these for what any of us would consider a fair price. It's definitely not going to be like $5. Like, I don't see them being like, oh hey, take this for a $5. Nah, it's a GW. It's going to be at least $10. I suspect at least $10. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but that's what I think. Yeah. So, but it's good that they're making these for, I guess, people who want to shove out the cash for just the heads and the shoulder pads, which they're not even in the same thing. They're in they're putting 2 different things. So you got to buy 2 different things. So it's probably gonna be $20 in total or $40 in total. Well, it depends on how much they're selling them for. I don't know. With GW, it's literally like, you know, throwing a dart at a board of random prices, and whatever it lands on, it's like, oh, $50. Okay, that makes sense. I don't know. I got to throw some like shade GW's way, you know. But yeah, that's like the bigger news. I mean, we also got the Gore Chosen stuff for Warhammer Underworld. You know, people are excited for that. I'm not really interested in it. That's why I didn't cover it. Bloodsick Demons. Well, I think that's cool as well. You know, I think the updates they're doing there. You got they got the Fleshhound. I got Skulls for Khorne. Yeah, you got a lot of Khorne news, a lot of Khorne updates. It's really cool. But again, I was most interested in the Chaos Space Marine aspect with the new Khorne Berzerker design, which I really like that they've actually brought them into the fold of like the modern designs, making them not look as stumpy, we'll say, as they used to. If you're gonna get resin Forge World, which is just, I put together my Forge World Sanguinius, and I had to scrape off a lot of like the mold, like their mold issues. I had to use a fucking blow dryer to get the sword to go from a curly Q to an actual sword. So yeah, I'd say if you're gonna have to deal with resin anyway, you might as well get a 3D printer yourselves. It's a lot up front, yeah, but you'll save a shit ton of money on stuff like this. Little heads and crap. Like, again, I could print off 80 of these like right now on my printer for maybe $1. So yeah, That's just some advice from me. But of course, if you don't want to put in the time and effort and the initial upfront cost to get a 3D printer and everything and learn how to use that, you got these. That's good in its own sense. They're providing us upgrade sprues, so can't really complain about that. Just they didn't share a price tag on these, but I think we all know how much they're gonna be, and it's nothing gonna be reasonably priced. But anyway, that's it for me, guys. That's the news, so to speak. Sorry, this video was very off the cuff, but I noticed this stuff in my feed, so I wanted to share it with you guys, and hopefully you all are having an amazing day. There will be a stream later, hopefully. Outside of that, yeah, more work on Warglaive goes on in the background. I got a bunch of stuff happening IRL as well, so that's why certain uploads are still kind of on the back burner, because, you know, lots of drama and busy work in IRL, so lots of stuff's going on. But I hope you guys are still as excited for content as ever. Hope you guys are still excited for news videos, as well as everything else I can get out in a timely manner. And of course, let me know how you guys are doing, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye bye.